Welcome to the Musa video blog. Last week we spoke about Yosef, his incredible ability to let go of the past. Yesterday I spoke in the synagogue, I continued on the theme of Yosef, about how it was absolutely amazing that he could just move forward and not harbor that pent up sentiments of enmity towards his brothers. And we spoke about the whole story, but I offered two practical suggestions, which I'd like to share with you now. For those of you that weren't there yesterday, and for those that were there yesterday, you could hear it again. It's good review. So, of course, Yosef was able to master this mindset because he lived with a very spiritual mindset, of course. He was able to live in a cosmic, sublime world where to him it was clear that God was running the show and everything that happens is just a result of God's will. And if we could achieve that, that would be fantastic, and we would maintain equanimity whatever comes our way. However, most likely, that's not a realistic achievement for most of us where we are right now, but I just offered two practical suggestions. One is that Yosef was very focused on what's the right thing right now. Whatever was, what does God want from me right now? Focusing on that, focusing on the present. He wasn't living in his head, oh, this happened back then, how could they do it? And all those bad feelings were surfacing once again and reigniting those negative feelings. He wasn't living in his head. He was living with what was in front of him, the present. What do I have to do now? What does God want from me now? And that's something that we could do. Okay, we'll get distracted. We're human. But as much as possible, to focus, what's the right thing at this moment? What does the present state of affairs require of me? It might take a little bit of forethought, but it's something that's within the realm of possibilities for us. Another thing is to, instead of looking at things from a very, very narrow perspective, a myopic look, to try to look at a bigger picture. We'll look at things with a broader scope and not so limited. Oftentimes things change. When all I can focus on is, you did this to me now, then that's all of existence at this moment, and therefore, I react. But if I say, well, how does this particular incident fit into the bigger picture? There's a whole world out there. There's my life. How much longer am I going to live? There's people in my life, my family, my friends. How does this impact on the whole thing? And how am I letting this isolated event affect everything that's happening? We look at the bigger picture and we realize you know what? It's not that important. It's not worth losing energy, emotional energy, mental energy over. So I think those two things, that focus on the present and try to get a broader, more cosmic look at things, I think these together can help us a lot and enable us to a little bit let go and take better charge of the life that lies before us. See you next time.